Hey, today I want to do something a little different as suggested by a viewer. I want to do a list of top 5 handguns that other people love, that everyone loves, but I personally hate. Now, before anyone hyperventilates or pisses themselves, I'm not saying these are bad guns. I'm just saying they're guns I don't like. If they were bad guns, the title of this video would be Top 5 Shitty Guns That Are Shitty No Matter What You Think, but it isn't. It's the top 5 guns that people love that I hate. And number 5 on that list is a perfect example of a gun that other people love that I hate. It is the Sig P320 X5 Legion. I think everyone's seen the reviews and the testimonials on this gun. Everyone seems to think they are the best thing since sliced bread. And since I said to myself, I like nice guns, I should try one. I tried one. I hated it. I didn't like how it fit my hand. I didn't like the balance of it. I didn't like anything really about this gun. It's one of those guns that seems perfect until you get your hands on it. And for me personally, it just wasn't a match. There was no love connection here. So instead of singing its praises, I said, it's a great gun, but it's not for me, and I sold it. So that's number 5 on the list, the Sig P320 X5 Legion. Now, number 4 on the list is a gun that sounds perfect on paper, and if you've watched my videos throughout the years, you know I've given this gun several tries, but have just never been able to take to it. It is the Glock 29, their compact 10mm double-stack pistol. And being a relatively small double-stack 10mm pistol, like I said, that would sound perfect on paper, right? Well, every time I got one of these guns, I just did not like it. I have bought it several times, sold it several times. I just don't like the way the frame flexes. I don't like the way it handles the recoil. I don't like anything about this gun. And plus, I've had more failures with this gun, mostly magazine related, than any other gun I've ever owned. So it definitely did not live up to the reliability reputation of Glock as far as I'm concerned. I have not liked this gun any of the times I've bought it, and I've sold it every time I bought it. So it is number 4 on the list of guns that other people love that I hate. All right, at number 3, we have a tie. And it's not really a tie, it's just that I don't like either of these guns for the same reason. And they are the CZ Rami and the Sig Sauer P224. The reason I do not like either one of these guns is I just don't like the whole concept of these guns. They call these guns subcompacts. To me, a subcompact is something that needs to be designed from the ground up to be easy to carry, easy to conceal. Both of these guns just seem like they took the larger counterpart, cut some of the magazine well off, and cut some of the barrel off and called it a subcompact. It's still thick, it's still bulky, it's still relatively heavy. It's hard to get a good grip on, it's hard to handle, they're just not very ergonomic. They basically took a good gun, made it to where it holds less rounds, and gave it worse ballistics. So like I said, don't even like the notion behind these guns that they're subcompacts. So these guns are number 3 on my list, the P224 and the CZ Rami. Now number 2 on my list is a gun that actually epitomizes a gun that I don't like, but it's still a good gun. And it is the HK VP9. Is this a good polymer gun? Yes, it's a good polymer gun. So if you're carrying one, like I said, don't have a freaking stroke just because I don't like your gun. It's a good gun, I just don't like it. Like I said, it's a good polymer gun, but the question is it an HK level gun? And I don't think it is, because it just doesn't feel like an H&K. It doesn't have the same quality feel to it. I just don't like it. And the reason I don't like it isn't, like I said, because it's a bad gun. It's just it doesn't feel like an H&K. To me, H&K is a premium brand. And if it's going to have the H&K logo on it, it should be a premium polymer gun. I just consider this a good polymer gun. I feel kind of the same way about this that I do about people who buy a regular Mustang GT, drive it home, yank the badging off of it, throw a Cobra on the side of it, and then act like they've got something special. I'm like, get out of here with that lame ass shit, and that's the same way I feel about this gun. It's a good gun, but it's no H&K, so it shouldn't be called an H&K. And that's number 2 on my list, the H&K VP9. All right, and that brings us to number 1 on the list. This is a gun that a lot of people love. The way this gun has sold on the market shows you a lot of people love it. A lot of people carry this gun. It is the Smith & Wesson Shield in one variation or another. Now, like I said, very popular gun, and it is a quality gun. It's a very good subcompact gun. It's actually what a subcompact gun should be in my mind, but I just don't like anything about it. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like the way it shoots. I just don't like anything about this gun. It's a great gun that I understand why other people like it, but I just can't bring myself to like this gun at all. I mean, I'm not even willing to be friends with benefits with this gun, much less have any type of committed relationship with it. I just don't like it. There's not a real good reason why I don't like it. I just don't. And that is why the Smith & Wesson Shield is number one on my list of guns that other people love that I hate. So there you have it. There's my list. Are there any guns out there on the market that other people seem to love that you, for one reason or another, just can't figure out why? Or you understand why they like them, but they just don't work for you? If so, let me know in the comments section below. But like I said, for now, that right there is my list.